And, you know, what started it,
Oh dear.
Here we go.
Oh.
That's been in a wall. You can see the damage behind. You do bring drama with you, don't you?
I do.
That's Louis Pret bailing out in a Porsche Curves.
Get out of there.
Is that the end of the career for this fantastic Ferrari? Oh, there's two cars. It's the 7. It's the Toyota.
No.
It's the 7 Toyota with Kamui Kobayashi.
Tetra Rouge.
That is astonishing.
Oh!
Holy
P2
moly.
There's a P2 car and the Toyota involved in that. Car was briefly airborne. There's 4 cars involved there. It's the... Was that one of the Alpines, the 36 car?
Yeah, it looked like the 36.
Yeah.
And there's a 25 car,
Here's the Toyota's view. That's the ORT Aston in front. That's a Panis car on the left.
Or was that the 39? The Toyota's taken a hit.
The Toyota took
Where
the
did
left
the-
rear hit from the
Where did the Ferrari come from?
That is...
The Ferrari tried to come
zone,
through the
35.
gap.
It's the 35.
It's the beginning of a slow zone, guys. And they all got caught out. They all got caught out.
There's no way he'll be able to put low through that brake code.
Oh, big shot for the number 18.
Oh no, another one. We've just seen Jonas Reed about half an hour ago wreck the car in Indianapolis. That's why the barrier repairs are going on. And this is the number 80 AF Corsa car.
There's our Pro-Am leader. And that is... Well, it says Ben Barniger. That's not Ben's helmet.
No.
Ben's got a yellow helmet.
Oh, did something break there?
It's not the first and won't be the last accident that we see
That is
in
not
the beginning of the Porsche Curves. That was a high speed off, and that car is unlikely to go much further.
It is. I'm sure it's Ben Barnicoat.
That's Francois Perrodo.
Yeah. So it ain't Francois, that's for sure.
I swear Ben Barnicoat's got a yellow helmet.
You know, that penalty, if you can't overtake that.
Oh,
there, the
trouble for
D-station.
777. So that is Satoshi Hoshino, and is that at the Rogia or is that at... Okay, well, wait, where's he gone off?
777, is that Ascari? It's Ascari.
It's Ascari, okay, so
Side by side.
we are likely to have a full course yellow. Ben Hanley makes the move just in time on David Heinemeier Hansen. He goes through for second place. Behind Heinemeier Hansen, the first of the WRT red and white cars, Rui Andrade, then Mimo Rojas. So Heinemeier Hansen, oh, and that is where the D-station car went off. He's hit the barriers on the right. This will be a safety car.
As always, the stewards have a lot more information in terms of footage than we do, and the problem is here we're blocked by the Toyota in front of the Toyota, that passing car there. So I do think it's a case of Seb thinks he's through and wants to get back onto the racing line. Here's the shot I was talking about before. On board with the Toyota. Now, where does that Toyota go? Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
the question that the stewards will look at is, did the Aston Martin move over? And you could see from that head-on shot that he basically kept his wheels straight in front. He was heading into the braking zone. In the GTE AM class, the other Chevy, that's the 33 car. Whoa! That's the 777 D-station car, and that is on the way out towards Tetra Rouge, and that will be at least a slow zone red flag. Okay!
Oh, no. That will be a red flag.
It already was a red flag, but just too late to avoid the drama. And that is the Michel Vaillant car with very serious damage at the front. But I'm afraid a big tank slapper for the D-station 777 Aston Martin, run by TF Sport. And then everybody's avoiding him. Nicky Katzberg there was out quite wide, vigorously waved yellows before the incident. I'm afraid.
Full on the binders. But...
Yeah, and in the driver's side as well. Okay, we will wait for, there's the TF Sport crew. Tom Ferrier's crew running 3 different Aston Martins here. So the D-station car is one of those.
The maturity here in the beginning of this race.
Oh,
That is a huge shunt for the
That's a 14.
number 14 car.
That-
and it's
sorry,
ripped
guys.
the front of the car
That
off.
just happened when the Cadillac was overtaking. We were riding on board with it at the time, and I thought it was overtaking the Jota. Well, it is. The gold
looks like
car.
it, yes.
It's not the Jota. I thought it was the Jota 38, but it was something happened there with the Cadillac going around the outside into turn one.
Not clean, did it? Rodrigo Salas.
Here we go.
Aboard the car. What happened here? There's Rodrigo in the gold car.
Oh, he lost it by
just
himself.
lost it.
I think he was looking too hard at the car coming. I think he possibly, they just got the dirty stuff on the right-hand side. Missed his... That's
Trying
a
to get out of the
big
way,
hit.
and no good deed goes unpunished.
I
Wow.
was hoping we weren't going to see any contact there, but it just, I saw the Cadillac on board, and of course you don't see what's happening at the rear, but so rare just to lose it there in the dry conditions.
90 minutes in, the 2022 Asian Le Mans Series champion, Rodrigo Salas.
I think you're right, Graham. I reckon he just got a bit spooked by the faster car coming to
Look at
trying to
that.
get going again. With
You
just
see, three wheels, if he gets that car back and they get the car in the race, that's heroic. And he's
Very
going to
Emanuele
try.
Pirro of him.
Yeah.
to make sure. So you take a wider line through the
Oh,
and
big
ball
trouble.
there.
Big trouble. It's PJ Hyatt, so that looks, is that Radion?
Yeah,
think it's at the
that's
top
the
of-
exit.
yeah.
Yeah, it
It's a
is.
red flag immediately.
immediately. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
top of
exit
that,
of
Radion.
Radion. So he has got squirrely through Eau Rouge, and if we get a replay of that, it will be the car coming backwards over the brow.
And after just
Take a
setting,
look.
yeah, here we go. Straight barrier there. A lot of energy going into that tyre barrier.
That's a lot of mechanics that won't get any sleep tonight. There you go, over the brow backwards.
Lost it, and as you see the driver looking already in trouble, looking to see where the barrier is. It's coming up at you very quickly. Luckily the car had enough rotation in it. It's just dispersed a lot of the energy, and at this point you're bracing yourself.
Yeah. That's
as
the Gerhard Berger moment. Feet
Yeah.
off the pedals, hands off the steering wheel, roll yourself into as small a ball as you can.
Saw as he came over the crest, the energy going through that car, the rear right tyre off the ground. Really was lucky. That car stayed on all four wheels.
Ah, non ci sta, non
Non
molla
ci sta,
Sara.
non ci sta.
Bravissima.
Oh, intanto brutta uscita,
Mamma.
bruttissimo incidente per la Ferrari di F Corse. Andiamo sicuramente, macchina addirittura che si è cappottata.
Dovrebbe essere quella di Stefano Costantini, se
Deve
non ho
essere
visto
quella
male.
di Costantini, sì,
Ma-
che era seguita dall'Aster di ORT by TF. Sicuramente safety car, sì, davvero. Brutto volo, davvero, ha proprio preso immediatamente, ha fatto come una sorta di rampa, ora lo rivediamo.
Perde il posteriore, cosa
Parte di brutto.
molto facile in questi bump, l'abbiamo detto più di una volta, poi tocca le barriere ad alta velocità e il cappottamento è quasi inevitabile. L'ha proprio persa in maniera incredibile. Credo che sia arrivato lungo perché l'abbiamo
Sì.
visto sulla parte esterna della curva, ovviamente anche quella meno gommata.
L'onboard.
Safety car is on track. Safety car
Ah,
is
è
on
veramente
track.
un attimo.
We have an issue at the exit of T1. We have an issue at the exit of T1. Everyone to bear totally to the left at T1.
And goes by Gunnar Jeanette. So good pass there. That was for position. T-Rexes are everywhere in the Project One garage. And again, that Project One car has been cycling in and out of the lead group with differing pit stops. Oh, Jonas Reed in the barriers. That's a replay. Is that a recent replay?
That is recent. It's just happened.
That is Jonas Reed, I'm sure, in the 88 car.
There's a double yellow at Marshall Post 24-25.
Yeah, so that
It's
is...
pretty amazing. But we're going to see this incident.
Yeah, so we just saw the 54 Ferrari in the garage, newly repaired, because this happened to it yesterday.
Now, the deal here is the 54 car was coming out of the pit lane. There are no tyre warmers, so everybody comes out slowly. And he was being protected, as the drivers were told was going to happen, by white flags, which denote a slow-moving vehicle. So that will happen whenever anybody's coming out of the pit lane. There's Thomas
on
Floor
foot. Yep.
talking about it. but his teammate in the 21 car just kept it fully lit over the brow, and the drivers are told to leave the pit lane and move onto the racing line, but they're all going to be doing it slowly. So this is something we have to be very aware of in free practice, but especially when we're in the race, when there's slews of pit stops, there will be lots of slow-moving cars as you come blind out of Eau Rouge. That's the caddy.
Cadillac,
the Ferraris are a lap behind, but look at the pace they've got. And by the way, the Aston Martin you just saw coming out.
Oh, the Cadillac is a big one in Eau Rouge, big one.
Safety car will be out because that is not going to be tidied up in a hurry. That is the number 3 Cadillac of Renger van der Zande from second place. Was the proximity of the Ferrari taking a bit of air off the back of the car?
No.
Big shunts. Under the big
Safety car
grandstand,
immediately.
no question at all.
Now, how far into his stint was van der Zande? Do we know? Was he on an outlap?
No.
No, definitely not.
No. That is their brand new car. That is Renger van der Zande from second place with Cadillac. Started on slicks, braved it out.
But I don't care about their brand new car right now. I care about the driver. And there is
he's
movement, and he's
getting
getting out the
out.
car. Thank goodness.
Yep.
That was a huge shunt.
All the laps.
What happened here? Let me have a look. So he's on the right line. Oh, it's just, you know, it's like as the car bottomed, it bottomed in Eau Rouge, and that just sent it.
He straddled the curb, didn't he? And as it just bottomed onto the
Watch
curb.
it again.
Have another look. So it's as the car bottoms out, it just sparks momentarily. Seeing it from that shot, the damage was already done. It was off the line.
Offline, wet curb.
Hit the energy-absorbing barrier.
It's the reaction of the car as it compressed that took momentarily like the steering out of his hands. He was a bit of a passenger. I haven't seen the cars behave like that so far this weekend. I thought the corner was flat out for them in race trim, but well, I'm just glad that he was able to get out and wave to the crowd, but the car is definitely a bit worse for wear.